Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Lavender Water Podcast. I am your host, Matthew Williams, and today we have a very special guest, as usual. Today's special guest is my father, and we have an amazing story of how I didn't meet the man until I was 21 years old. He prayed and he prayed and he prayed, and we met by means of the internet, Facebook, and we've been in each other's lives since 2000 and it started 2010.
Yep.
All right, everybody, welcome my father, Donny Washington.
Well, hello, son. Good morning or good afternoon now.
Afternoon. What up, though?
Oh, everything's good here, conquering, still striving for victory.
Striving for victory. And that is the topic today. Staying hopeful, staying optimistic, staying fast in prayer to accomplish the ultimate win.
Even with life challenges and ups and downs, continue to have faith that you will manifest and reach the victory.
Yes, sir. So my father is from Georgia. My mother is from Ohio. I was born in Ohio. And to be able to go into my roots of the South and, the other side of my culture, I spent years not really knowing who I was in full. And now to go through life with a better understanding, I'm more comfortable in life. I just feel like I'm standing more firm on who I am, with fulfilling the gap that was not knowing my father for over 20 years.
But you have strong genes from both sides of your family. Both
That's
sides
correct.
were very strong. So I know whatever you put your mind to, you'll be able to conquer it because of that.
Yes, sir. So far, so good.
But life challenges gonna always be there. It's been there since the time of the earth. The earth being created, there was always challenges. Even with I and you, we had challenges, but we conquered them. We became respectful. We always remained grateful for each other, and we always kept each other motivated to continue to strive. You with your music, your art, your designs and clothing, and I'm very proud of that. You never gave up, and as unique or as you are, it comes from your roots, your genes, and your grandparents on both sides of that.
Yes, sir.
So,
hell, I'm proud of you too, Dad.
Yeah. Life can be sometimes, but that there's a higher being. As long as you can always know that there's a higher being than yourself that controls all of this, that knows what's coming and what's going, it makes it more reason to stay in the game. Never giving up on your dreams and aspirations when it comes to life and things that you want in life, from life.
Mm-hmm. You gotta keep God in your life.
Well, yeah, not only God, you got to keep you living And in order to do that, you got to continue to seek God, that He guides you and leads you and order your steps in the right way to your expected end. And you know what's crazy about that? Every one of us have an expected end, but there's an eternal life that lasts forever, even after that end. So you really say it's no end. You continue to live spiritually forever. And knowing that giving life and it's and having an expectation of your victory or what your aspirations are, and knowing that God is there for you all day, all night, never ceasing to sleep, even when you're asleep, He's working for us. And He already know your expected end even before you were born.
Right.
But being a giver of life, a giver of motivationally to others is always going to be a given. That's just something that's embedded in you because God is with us at all times. Many people get off track. I've gotten off track. But putting God first every morning, thanking Him throughout the day changes things. You know, your angels fight for you all day, even when you don't see them fight. There's a spirit out there that fights for you to manifest in anything you touch. And
Right.
one of my greatest accomplishments is starting to believe and stand on that word and get more into the word every day. Not basing my decision on other people's decisions and desires about life, but also encouraging them to reach their desires, dream their dreams, accomplish get to their expected, accomplish whatever they believe, not judging, watching my thoughts and watching my tongue.
Discipline.
Yeah. And not dwelling on the past. You know, it was a time that I kept reflecting back. What if I had this for Matthew? What if I went to his graduation? But see, God had a plan for me to miss all that to gain more after 21 years of waiting and praying that I meet my son, and know that he's okay, sound mind, know that he's not suicidal, know that he is in his right mind, know that he knows what he wants, when he wants it, how he wants it, where he wants it, knows that he knows that there's a victory to every end.
Yeah, that's what keeps me in the game. Is I was telling somebody the other day, it was like basically that person needed motivation, and like my whole thing of this is that I understand that you have to struggle, you have to go through the depths in order to come out on the other side victorious. Is for you to understand and to cherish what you earn. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like if it came to you fast, then you couldn't appreciate it because you didn't put the work in to earn it, to have it, to keep it and know the true value. So it's like I've had situations where I've tasted the higher life. I've had, some of my wildest dreams come true for only a second. But then it's like in those moments, I couldn't appreciate what it was that I was seeking. And it's like going through my trials and obstacles, really understanding this is what develops the character to have me retain what I'm trying to achieve. And that's the beauty in the struggle.
And to never give up on obtaining, because sometimes the vision get cloudy, and you don't see the expected end, but you know there's an end, and knowing that there's an end, know that there's victory in that end, in that ending product. The lessons learned each day, each hour, each second from your trials and triumphs, your tedious trials, even the tedious ones, it's the small ones. You should always know that you conquer them, and once you conquer them, you spiral up to the next level, which would be more trials and tribulations that you have to go through to get to the next level. It's a continuation of growth in your life, and never think you would be unable to learn or learn good about something or someone. Never stop searching and reaching for more.
So
the more knowledge you have, the more you have to share with others.
So along the key word you said, always searching for more. This high school I went to, St. Xavier High School, they had this Latin word. It was magis. It was like their phrase for the school was "seek the magis," meaning the more, the better. Basically, exceeding the expectation, pushing the limit, going above and beyond. Because the school was basically saying they were designing men for others. How like Freemasons say they make good men better men is like with Saint Xavier is like crafting the juvenile boy into an upright man that will serve his community, go out of his way to be a good Samaritan, just to keep the harmony and the love going around.
Right, being a great citizen, a great brother, yes. a great future father of your children is always the expectation, and greatness is already in you. You just have to develop it, mold it, and shape it, and with God's help, those great things become bigger things, and you're able to branch out like a tree and catch the elements of this world, and just grasp it and tame it to be greater, if that makes sense. Because it's always good to be good, but when you're striving for greatness, there's always going to be room for improvement.
Right.
Those great athletes and great book writers, anybody that became great in their task at life, your Oprah Winfrey's, I'm gonna name some of the black ones, are the ones that were extremely blessed, like Tyler Perry, from homeless to becoming an icon with entertainment. I don't care where you go, Tyler Perry got his hands on something, or the great Jay-Z and Beyonce, creating that city where you can help people, creating an atmosphere of giving and helping and enhancing other people to be great and do great, not just do good, do great.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How do you feel about your success thus far with all the trials and tribulations? I'm asking you a question.
I mean, I personally don't feel successful. Like, I feel like I have a lot of potential ideas that could become successful ideas. But, like, in this very moment in time, like, I just feel like a regular person throwing darts, really.
Okay. Wow. Well, I mean, as long as you stand focused, and I know you're staying focused because
Yeah,
you're
that's all I think
working
about.
more than one project at one time, from your clothing line to your music and this
Yeah, a billion
podcast,
things
which
in
is
one.
yes. And I think you need to continue to progress. Maybe take a break from it, but continue. It might grow to something that's bigger than you ever thought it could be.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Because you look at the greatness in some of these people that became great leaders, great motivational speaker. You know, your Steve Harvey uh, is one of them. You know, he ended up with 5 to 10 jobs, and you know, every season he had a different job. That's how he lived. That's his lifestyle. Till
Yeah,
it
it's
came
basically
to
what I'm
where
doing, but I'm not a
well,
multimillionaire with it though.
who says so? You just haven't seen it in your bank account yet.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice if it was there.
Yep. Sometimes the millions come last. But when it does show up, you'll know how to handle it. You have the right attitude, the right character, the right flow. It won't change you. It'll just make you be able to reach more people, reach more souls.
Man,
Who
well, I hope
said?
we're approaching the end of that list real soon. Man, I need that. I need that.
It will be soon. Don't worry. You have to know that you know that you know there's something bigger than you. And at a twinkle of the eye, you can become from, you know, a normal person to being a billionaire. Being able to rub elbows with your Tyler Perry, Beyonce's, and Jay Z's, and Steve Harvey's, you know, those people that have made it unexpectedly. Because if you had that, all of them can tell you a story where people were telling them, you know, you're not going to make it. That's not going to happen. You're not going to make more than men make, Oprah. You're not going to be on TV, a teacher telling Steve Harvey. Tyler Perry, you know, growing up in the conditions he grew up in New Orleans, being homeless. So, but now the sky's the limit. Now they're helping other people accomplish their dreams and aspirations. And with you being who you are, knowing that your grandfather, you know, ran Cincinnati for all them years, but has passed away now, you know it's in you to be successful, and you will be.
Yeah, that is facts. That is facts.
You will be. You know, I always told you, just, you know, leave that seat on the front row when you get your first awards.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, I ain't trying to go to them award shows, and I ain't trying to send nobody I love into them award shows.
Hmm. But just know, be grateful for every day that you get the opportunity to breathe breath, and know that there's a higher being that's looking out for you. You got a daddy that pray for you without ceasing, and that you reach your expected end, that you have victory in the end, and you will be able to affect other people's lives, so they'll know there's a higher calling out there for them. There's always victory out there. There are gonna be failures, but there always gonna be victory.
Yeah, just feel like them failures be coming coming in by the dozen.
Yeah, they come in by the dozen sometimes. Yeah. Life unexpected trials and tribulations, it comes in pretty heavy sometimes. But it only prepares you for the bigger and greater things and trials of life ahead. The devil don't mess with people that are doing devil's work, but you will go through things that if you're doing great work out there. So
Mr.
continue to strive.
Motivation, everybody.
Yeah. Yep. Continue to strive to be who you want to be. But if you don't know who you want to be, you start there finding out who you want to be and what you want to be. But as Martin Luther King say, what would you want your obituary to say, or what would you want people to say at your funeral? Those are the kind of things those are kind of lifetime things that you want to leave, the impression you want to leave with people, their thoughts of you. But continue to go up that stairway, even though you don't see the steps. Know that there's a higher being, higher than you, and know that there's a greater. But you in there, you hanging in there.
Yeah, I'm trying.
You in there. Continue to strive, whether it be music, a clothing line, or a podcast. They all come together all at once.
Yeah, it's all here in a nice little multimedia gumbo form. Yeah, right now we're doing the YouTube show, the the fucking Bad Man show. It's like this purposely offensive, it's like variety, like internet show. Like so far the response is pretty decent. I want to go viral with it, but it takes time.
It takes time. You're exactly right. I gotta check it out. I check it out today, or when I get off from work in the morning.
Yeah, I'll send you the link. It's not for kids, so don't.
Well, I know you, so I know a lot of stuff you do are not for kids.
All right.
Yeah.
As long as you know that,
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
This is actually like the podcast is probably some of the most family friendly stuff I've ever done.
And it's been good. I listened to most of your interviews, and they're all been really good and inspiring, and the variety that you have, people that you have interviewed, makes a difference. Not staying with just one type of person or a group, a variety of different people in different stages of their lives. Like I'll be 57 tomorrow, so I'm probably the oldest one that you interviewed. You know, I saw the one you did with your mom, and that was a good one too.
But she didn't do a lavender water. She did the video documentary back in 2020.
Right, and it'll be good to do the lavender, do inserts of that for lavender of her, because that was a good one. I listened to all of that.
Well, these things be running 40 minutes, and that was like a 3-minute video.
Yeah, you can have guest speakers or guests to come on and speak on it.
Yeah, I ain't really trying to do all that.
You can be creative.
Yeah, I ain't really trying to do all that.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, it's like so I got like so it's so this the lavender water has been like time traveling for people that don't know. Like I've been like so the first like 20 episodes I recorded in the course of like 3 weeks. So it's like a lot of those episodes came from like May 2022. So then like I did a lot of episodes that I got it filled up until like there's like 4 or 5 episodes for what I call season 2. But then it's like this episode is technically the newest recorded one because it's being recorded the day before it comes out. Happy birthday, by the way, in the future, 24 hours from now. But yeah, it's like so it's like in this moment in like episode, I think this is episode 31. Like I may not feel like doing this beyond the episodes that come out in January/February. But then like it's still an idea that I could resurrect, you know what I'm saying, down the line. You know what I'm saying? It's like enough that people it's like like a couple days worth of material for people to listen to, and then it's like, okay, we could really like resurrect it, and down the line give it a budget, maybe put it in video format for YouTube or something, get bigger guests. I don't know, but like you say, take a break from some of this stuff. It's like doing a lot, and then you got to go to work at the same time to make the money. And then it's, you barely got any time to like really be a person. So, I think through most of 2023, Lavender Water is going to chill in the picture for a little bit.
Okay. Get ready for the live on Zoom or YouTube.
Not really like live, just like more like just because like the way I'm doing it now, I've been recording with the phone and stuff, and it's like sometimes the audio isn't as quality as it could be. So it's like you had cameras on it, microphones, you know what I'm saying? Then it would be like, okay, this is something that I want to tune into, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you got to put in effort with the quality that's at now and stuff like that, and then people, when it's not something famous, then it's like bringing someone to YouTube for more than 5 minutes is like pulling teeth. So, maybe want to reevaluate a marketing strategy or something, or, maybe sell the show. I don't know. Like, it's a good idea.
Well, don't sit on it too long. Somebody else will do it.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, the people ain't caught up with me yet. How could they just, you know what I mean? It takes a lot to arrive at these ideas.
Yeah, I agree. And you have to know that it's going to work and it's going to have 1 million viewers one morning.
I mean, like, even at the numbers we're doing now with 3 views or 20, you know what I'm saying, we're reaching real lives because those people are actually engaged.
Yep, I agree. 2 or more.
2 or more, key words.
Yep.
Yeah, we're at church right now.
As long as you keep it spicy, meaning it keep it salient, you'll be okay. It don't lose. It's always got to be tasteful. The gumbo can't be
chef metaphors.
Yep. But brother, you can continue to strive. You doing great for us. I can see, even though I look at a lot of the internet podcasts and the designs on the new clothing line. You're doing great. I mean, I don't know what your sales are, but I know what it could be. And it all gonna take is the right person to order $100,000 clothes.
Yeah, we're waiting for that day. It's moving along. I appreciate appreciate
Yep. I believe in it though, and I'm being sincere.
you. Yeah, I feel like it's the one thing that I'm doing that I feel like people would get behind. You know what I'm saying? Like, of all the things ever, you know what I'm saying? We got the clothing line, we got the podcast, we got the music, we got the internet TV series, we got the, you know what I mean? But it's like, the clothes, it's like you can wear the clothes. Clothes are physical, you know what I'm saying? You know, so
Right.
it's like, okay. But it's like, even then, it's like, you know, we're hitting recession type, you know what I mean? So people are a little more stingy with the money, you know what I'm saying? You know how it goes.
Yep. But the clothing line started out, it was just T-shirts. And you might want to revisit that T-shirt line again with some of your animated art on the front of them that you design or you draw. Because I know you got a good hand with drawings.
Yeah, I don't do that too much anymore. That was half a lifetime ago, really.
Yeah. Well, what's wrong with a half a lifetime ago to bring it back to life?
It's all about where your passion and the things that drive you lay. And I'm not motivated to do that. You know what I mean?
Yep, I know what you mean.
And also, it didn't start off with T-shirts. There were like 2 T-shirts out of everything that I put out when I first came out. Because my point was to be like, it's more than T-shirts. You know what I'm saying? Because I hate when people are like, check out my clothing line, and it's 1,000 T-shirts with nothing else. It was always more than T-shirts. Had a lunch bag, had like a skirt, had hats, had backpack, skateboard deck. You feel me? Like, it was a towel. It was way more. It was way more than the shirt.
More geared towards the brand.
Yeah.
And you pretty much branded it.
Yeah, got my own thing going. You know what I mean? Black Gucci, the real Gucci.
You need a fragrance now.
Yeah, I do need one, but I need like capital and like money to do stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It's
where
coming.
the bank account reflecting it comes in.
Right. It's coming.
Yeah, I need purses, I need fragrances, I need a lot of things. I need to get shoes actually made. You know what I mean? But I got like all the ideas and stuff. I just need the capital to move forward. You know what I mean? That's really like the thing. Like, if I had the money. So how your 2022 go?
2022 was challenging, but I got deeper into the word. Meaning King James, the Holy Bible, and I discovered some things about myself, that I'm stronger than I thought I was. Number one, and that life challenges can be life victories as well. If you continue to push through them. and
Yeah,
and huh?
I say yeah.
Yeah. So continue to press forward. You'll be okay. That's what I learned. 22. 22 was pretty rough though. You know, pretty rough. 20, 21, and 22. So if you ain't figured out yourself, you learn a lot. Cause it was challenges for this world, 2021 and 22. So hopefully, we know 23 gonna bring the blessings. The blessings are coming.
Bring it on.
Yeah, it's time for the blessings.
It
We
is
went through a
time.
pandemic, recession, and people dying, and it's just been tough.
Yeah, bring it on. So what are your
But
goals in 2023?
my goals in 2023 is continue to strive to retire at 60 completely. Um, Being able to maybe even a podcast or a newsletter or something to motivate the younger generation, this new generation coming up, to that in order to control this world, we got to do more than just protest. We got to be what we say we are. Don't start a movement, be the movement to better this earth,
Amen.
to make it better for everyone, not just one race or color or gender. Make this world better for everyone.
Equality.
Yeah.
Well, that's
He
powerful.
gave us
That's
free
beautiful.
will. Yeah, he gave us free will for a reason. He knew we were making mistakes, but he also knew that it builds character and it builds strength. But
Yes,
I'm
sir.
expecting
Yes,
great
sir.
things in 2023 for my
Great
family,
things.
for my church, for my neighbors, for this world. Great things for everybody.
Well, that's the energy we're going to put into it,
Yep,
and it's going to manifest.
it will manifest.
Yeah, we've been going through it since 2020. You
Yep,
got coronavirus mutating. You got famine. You got war.
yep. A lot of things changed between them 2-3 years. A lot of, from the churches, from the government, the media, a lot of changes. 2019 was the end of an era. Beginning
Where
of the
we at
new.
now?
We got stronger. That's all it made you do, is get stronger, wiser. It making you think about your decisions before you put them out there. Controlling your thoughts and your tongue, because you want to be careful about hurting people or hurting situations that you can actually control and contribute to make it better for this world. And sometimes our thoughts and our tongue is our worst enemy.
That's true.
Yep. Well, I know we don't went over 40 minutes.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's however long you want to go, or you know what I mean. Like it's you know what I mean. There ain't no rules on the Lavender Water podcast.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, what is your next venture? We talked about the clothing line. You got a new album coming out?
There's always a new album coming out. There's one. It's gonna come out like Cinco de Mayo, 2023. And then after that, I'm always working on something. So there's probably gonna be another one like 2023, 2024. Depends on where I'm at, mentally. But I think like mainly like what I want to focus on is learning more about the business side of the clothing, because designing is cool, but it's like we want sales, we're in business for a reason, so it's like learning more of the technical side because I don't have the resource and the grounding to hire people to do it for me. So it's got to be me, So that's what I really want to focus on.
Okay. How are your brothers doing? With Caden and what's the other kid name?
Brandon.
Brandon.
Brandon's doing well. He's in school. Me and Caden, we on a hiatus at the moment.
Okay. Caden did have a lot going on.
Yeah. That'll circle back around sometime.
What school is Brandon in?
That's a very good question.
Because y'all didn't mention it on the podcast, what school, but I knew he was going.
Yeah, that's a good question that I don't know the answer to at this moment.
Well, I'll be in Cincinnati soon just to visit.
Well, I'm in Columbus.
Same thing to me.
It's 2 hours away, so it's not quite the same thing. It's like saying oh, I'm in Vegas, but really I'm in like Carson City. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you're just not there.
Okay.
You gotta come to the 614, man.
Okay. I've never been to Columbus.
City.
I've been to Cleveland, Dayton, not Columbus.
Not once?
Not once.
That's crazy. How you the king of Ohio from Georgia without Columbus under your belt? I mean, you ain't really missing nothing, but
My best friend was from Columbus, from college. His family's still there. I know them, but I've never been to Columbus.
Yeah, you ain't really missing nothing. It's like a way bigger Cincinnati, but like less charm than Cincinnati.
Okay.
And then manages to be slower than Cincinnati. It's crazy.
Slower than Cincinnati. Wow.
Yeah, it's one of those places you just stay out the way, man. Stay out the way. So I say this is a good spot that we could land the podcast, and
Okay.
You got any like final words for the people out there?
Well, I would say know that there's a victory in every challenge in life. So whatever you're going through, continue to strive. That there is an expected end called victory, and keep your head up during your trials and tribulations. Don't give up. Don't give up. I can't say that enough. Never give up. Just know it's a higher being that's watching you and know the end of what you're going through.
Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been my father, Donny Washington. This has been the Lavender Water Podcast. I've been your host, Matthew Williams, and check us out next time.
Amen.
Amen. Peace. I love you.
Love you too, bro.